Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. John Solomon noted that records show that a DNC contractor came to the Ukrainian embassy to ask for help to get dirt on Trump. I'm going to play the clip in a second, but we all know from everything that we've been seeing that and reading about that the DNC and Hillary Clinton all work with the Ukrainian government and foreign countries in general to try to find dirt on Trump. But now that Trump is working with Ukraine, which we have a treaty to work with Ukraine to carve out, to get rid of corruption in that country. We have a treaty with them that got signed years ago. It was either 96 or 99. Now it's a problem for a sitting president to contact another country to ask for information. But take a look at this clip.
He is investigative reporter, executive vice president of The Hill, John Solomon. John, why don't we go through what you have? It's too much to digest. I mean, you got 450 new documents. Let's go through the few that we can. We'll put them on the screen for our viewers.
Okay. So let's start with something that's important about this. There is a media narrative that is false. How do we know it's false? Because the documents I possess show it is false. So let's start with one of my favorites. This was Katie Tur on Friday night, and many others across the weekend said there is no evidence that the Ukraine embassy was ever asked for help in Washington to help the Democratic National Committee. In fact, Katie Tur called it on NBC News. She called that Russian propaganda, that claim. Now, you showed the Politico article. I have a statement from the Ukrainian embassy in Washington on the record from their sitting ambassador in Washington that, in fact, Alexandra Chalupa, the DNC contractor, came to the Ukraine embassy in spring 2016 and asked for help in finding dirt on Donald Trump in hopes of staging a congressional hearing to hurt Donald Trump in the fall election of 2016. That is the Ukraine embassy's on-the-record statement. In addition, they state that Ms. Chalupa also asked for the Ukraine president to visit the United States and spend time with an investigative reporter trying to turn up dirt on Donald Trump and Paul Manafort. What did the embassy do? They say they recognized this request for what it was, an improper effort to influence the election, and they refused to cooperate with Ms. Chalupa. That is a very important that's a very important confirmation of something that the rest of the media is calling a tinfoil hat conspiracy. It's on the record. It's in Politico. It's on the embassy's own words.
I mean, it's pretty devastating. We got about 90 more seconds, and you brought these other documents. I want people to understand it.
Sure. So let's go to Shokin's deposition. So Mr. Shokin was a general prosecutor.
Shokin is the prosecutor that got fired by Biden.
Biden, absolutely. And remember, Joe Biden's stories, it had nothing to do with Burisma, even though he knew that the prosecutor was looking at Burisma. Mr. Shokin says emphatically in his sworn deposition under the penalty of perjury, under oath, that, in fact, he was told he was fired because he refused to stand down in the Burisma investigation. That is the only reason he was fired. He was told that by Ukraine's president. That is a complete contradiction of what everything Joe Biden has said.
So
we
last
have to find
question,
out which
John,
of these two men are telling the truth.
When the mob says this is all, that none of this is proven, without any evidence, they're lying, aren't they?
They are. It pains me to say that because I believe in the good of journalism, but I can tell you
journalism's dead, John. I said that in 07.
I won't accept that. I'm going to keep committing journalism, and I think tomorrow night what we can do is go through some of the 8 or 10 biggest lies and show people the proof moment by moment, step by step.
All right. So tomorrow we're going to give you the 8 to 10 biggest lies about the DNC, Hillary's campaign, colluding with Ukraine and successfully impacting the election. Even Politico, even a blind squirrel gets the nut once in a while. Great investigative reporting, John Solomon. All right, when we come back, reaction, Congressman Devin Nunes, Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan on what Republicans in the House.
Thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Till next time. We live in a real nightmare. We live in a real nightmare.